Pakistan's descent into chaos continues, and how? Pakistan's rupee is continuing to slide against the US dollar. $1 now equals 262.6 Pakistani rupees. Let me repeat that. 262 rupees for every US dollar. Unbelievable chaos in Pakistan's financial and economic system. The development comes as Pakistan has moved to meet part of its IMF conditions to revive a bailout program from the International Monetary Fund. At the back of all this, Pakistan's finance minister says that the development and prosperity of Pakistan is Allah bharose. It's upon Allah to rescue the country now. Ishaq Dar, the finance minister, says, I believe that Pakistan will develop, but it is Allah bharose. Imagine the finance minister saying that.
Allah इंशाल्लाह हिम्मत देगा. इनकी लीडरशिप में पूरी टीम दिन रात काम कर रही है. इंशाल्लाह हम इस क्वागमायर से निकलेंगे. पाकिस्तान इंशाल्लाह तरक्की करे. मेरा ईमान है पाकिस्तान दुनिया में रहने के लिए अल्लाह ताला ने कायम किया है. ये एक वाहिद मुल्क है जो कलमा शरीफ के नाम पे बना था. इवन सऊदी अरेबिया कलमा शरीफ के नाम पे नहीं बना था. तो अगर अल्लाह ताला ने इसको क्रिएट किया तो इसकी हिफाजत, इसकी तरक्की, इसकी खुशहाली भी अल्लाह ताला के जिम्मे है.
So Ishaq Dar, the finance minister of Pakistan, saying that Pakistan's economic prosperity and finances are Allah bharose, upon Allah, pretty much washing his hands off the system. 262 Pakistani rupees to a dollar. Let's get a word in from Pakistan. Shifa Yusufzai is a well-known Pakistani journalist. Shifa, thanks for being with us. The finance minister of Pakistan, saying these things, Shifa, on a day when the Pakistani rupee has hit 262 rupees to a dollar.
Yes, he is giving such statements, and I should remind you, first of all, I would like to remind you that when he was not in power, when the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz and its allied parties, when they were not in power, they used to claim that Ishaq Dar is the person who can revive Pakistan's economy, and Ishaq Dar is the person who can bring the dollar lower than 200 rupees per dollar. So when he came to the power, there was a constant infighting between the leading political party, the ruling party actually, PMLN, and their first finance minister, Miftah Ismail. He used to claim that I am going to fix the economy. Then there were people who used to support Ishaq Dar, and they wanted him in power in the finance ministry. So when Ishaq Dar came back to power, so I am just going to share a statement from the previous finance minister, Miftah Ismail Saab. He says that it is Ishaq Dar's responsibility that Pakistan's economy is crashing like this. I present my own program at a news channel. So today, right, as of now, when I speak today, when we started the program, we gave the news, right in the beginning of the program, that the dollar rate right now, it was 10 a.m. in the morning today. We told that it was around 250-ish. Then in an hour's time, it went to 255. And then while we were closing the program, our show is 2 hours program. So within 2 hours, the dollar rate from 250.
So while you were broadcasting, it was actually falling in front of your eyes.
Oh yes, within 2 hours, we then closed the program, starting from 250-ish to 262 at 12 p.m.
Amazing.
noon. So this is something that we have been seeing, and it is not just one day. Yes, yesterday it jumped 25 rupees. But then there are several journalists who support Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz and the government, and they are very hopeful. I don't know where is that hope that is coming from. But those journalists, I have just seen a tweet from a very leading Pakistani journalist. She says that it is all right if the dollar is going up. Just look at how the Pakistan Stock Exchange is, responding to it.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
I mean, I am amazed that what is happening. But the former finance minister of Pakistan, Miftah Ismail, from the same political party, ruling party, says that it is Ishaq Dar's responsibility where we are today.
Absolutely. It has to be his responsibility because the buck stops with him as well. Shifa, stay with me for just a couple of minutes longer. Gaurav Sawant is also with us, our managing editor. Gaurav, Allah bharose, by the Finance Minister of Pakistan on a day when Pakistan's ability to meet its commitments to the International Monetary Fund are looking as distant as possible, and also on a day like Shifa Yousafzai was just telling us, the Pakistani rupee has crossed 262 to a dollar.
It's in free fall. The Pakistani rupee is truly in free fall, and the International Monetary Fund is still not satisfied. The International Monetary Fund actually wants Pakistan to do a lot more. So it's not just on terror that the world wants Pakistan to do more.
Yeah.
They have to do more even on their economy, which means their currency. More than that, hike prices of gas. Hugely unpopular decision. Hike prices of electricity, again hugely unpopular, because gas prices are already 75% higher than what they were. And the economy is actually in tailspin. The two men who were supposed to bring the economy back are virtually at loggerheads. This relationship that the finance minister is supposed to have with the IMF, that clearly is not working. You know well, and so does Shifa, that the old cliche in Pakistan has been the 3 A's run Pakistan. It's Army, America and Allah. And clearly the first two haven't worked. America's also, well, in a way developed cold feet in assisting Pakistan. The Gulf countries, both Saudi Arabia and the UAE, have told Pakistan first to comply with IMF, get IMF on board, get that $1.1 billion, and only then will they commit more dollars. They're higher than mountains and deeper than oceans, friend China. When Pakistan went crying to China, if I may, saying please roll over the loan repayment, and it was $500 million to 2 commercial banks, China said nothing doing, you need to pay and pay now. So that $500 million paid, another $3 billion to be repaid. And where will Pakistan get those $3 billion? Nobody has any idea. And that is where the real crisis for Pakistan is. Of course, Shifa can tell us much more about that, Shiv.
And she will when she joins you on your special broadcast at 10 p.m. Thank you very much, Shifa and Gaurav, for putting that story into perspective for us. We'll keep tracking that. Bad news in Pakistan is not necessarily good news for India. We'll have to look at it very, very closely.